Welcome back, Arisen. So I just booted up the game. We have the June 10th, 2026 update, one of two major updates coming to Dragon's Dogma 2. I didn't think it was ever going to happen, but it's happening. They were radio silent for 1 year. I was just looking at the log, and it shows here that the last update, we all know this, but I just thought it was funny. The last update was June 11th, 2025. And of course, today is June 10th, 2026. They were completely silent for a whole year, which is like, is that a good thing to do to your fan base? But whatever. When you boot up the game after the update, you'll see that there's a new specialization called Guardian. Enables the pawn to prevent Oxcart raids from occurring. So they added a whole new specialization, which is pretty cool. Did not expect that. It is a quality of life improvement, because I don't know if this has happened to you, but if you get on an Oxcart, and especially if you're like high level or something, the odds that you're going to encounter a griffin or a minotaur on the road are very high, and the possibility of combinations of those battles makes for some really fun times. But if you're trying to get somewhere, and like especially you're low health, so you're like, okay, I gotta get on an Oxcart to get there, it's not good. So this specialization is pretty sweet. I'm very happy to see that. Let's see, what do we got next here? Obtained an eternal Ferrystone. Oh my gosh. So I played this game on PS5, I platinumed the game, and just a couple months ago I was like, you know what, I'm getting the itch again. I'm gonna buy it on PC and play the game. And I was like, let's see what mods they have. The first one I downloaded was the Eternal Ferrystone mod. So now I don't have to worry about that, because we have it back, everybody. Just like Dark Arisen 1, we got an Eternal Ferrystone again, and it's now in my inventory because I've already completed the required quest, which, for reference, the quest that you need to complete is the Seat of the Sovereign by talking to Bran. After you complete that quest, then the item is placed in your inventory according to the patch notes. Okay, what else we got? What else we got? Dude, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, man. This is like, I can't believe this. And apparently they also added some port crystals. So let's check out the map and see if we can spot those. So we already have a port crystal in Back Batal. That's not new. Now this is a relatively new save. I haven't unlocked all the areas yet. Dang it. I wish I had completed this save. Oh my gosh. Okay. Added port crystals to Melv, Checkpoint Rest Town, and the Volcanic Island Camp. Yeah, apparently they added one to Checkpoint Rest Town, so let's go confirm that, why don't we? I'm gonna take an Oxcart there. Now I gotta get my bearings here because I've been playing Starfields, which is a totally different experience. Yeah, see, this is like a brand new save, man. I haven't even explored Back Batal yet. The thing about the original Dragon's Dogma that really made an impression on me was the darkness. The darkness of the night was just so oppressive and overwhelming. Like, there was nothing like it. Oh, dang it. I forgot about that. Okay, Oxcart service is suspended. It's fine. Added a port crystal as a reward for monster calling. Did I complete that quest on this? I did. Okay, I completed monster calling, so we should have another port crystal in our... Oh, that's the Eternal Ferrystone. Dude, and they made it look different. That's cool. It looks like raw ore. It looks more like raw ore than the regular Ferrystones, which are these like rounded kind of river stone looking stones. This looks raw and magical. It may be used indefinitely. Oh yeah. And there it is. There's our extra port crystal that we got in our inventory. It's true, folks. They're not trying to trick you. If you complete monster calling, you get an extra port crystal. Oh man, yes. Dude. Quality of life improvements. Let's go through the rest of these here, because I'm curious. So we've got reduce the time until the doze off command becomes available in riding an Oxcart. I don't know if you ever experienced this. You get on an Oxcart and you're just like kind of waiting for them to get on the road so that you can doze off and sort of fast travel there. Although I do like being able to live travel to places. I just think that's so cool. More games need to do that. It's like I want the option to dynamically travel from location to location. The only other game I know that does that is Red Dead Redemption 2, where you can travel to a location and then have like the dynamic camera following your horse as it auto walks. That's the only other one I know of. Well, I guess Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 kind of does that because they have the auto walking on the horse and you can follow someone to a quest location. And then Kingdom Come Deliverance 1 on the map, when you fast traveled, you would go to the map mode and it shows your little icon kind of traveling along, and there's a potential for an encounter, and you may encounter something and you can try to avoid it or run away. Depending on your stats, you could overcome it. So it was like a little mini game. That was cool too. So that was also very immersive. But Dragon's Dogma 2 is unique in having this slow, active, fast travel thing that I love. But yeah, being able to fast travel quickly is nice. If an Oxcart happens to be close by, an Oxcart icon will be displayed on the minimap. Very nice, dude. Although they're not hard to spot. Let's be real. We know where they are. We can hear them and see them. Extended Oxcart station departure hours. Cool. So that means I won't have to wait every single time I encounter an Oxcart deployment station because they're always on the off hours. They had like 2 operating hours during the day. It felt like they will now depart from morning till evening. Very cool. The weird thing also was that it seemed like the Oxcarts had different schedules based on the location. Like some of them were there for a short amount of time in the morning, some were there for the evening, and I thought they were trying to make it immersive or something, but it just ends up being kind of annoying. So I'm glad they increased those hours. That's nice. Decrease the amount of stamina used when dashing outside of combat. That's nice. We could definitely use more stamina. I wish they would decrease the amount of stamina used while sprinting outside of combat. Improve the stats for some equipment found when exploring dungeons. Interesting. I wish they listed out the equipment. I haven't memorized everything, all the stats for all the equipment, so there's no way that I'm gonna know like what is different. We're gonna have to consult a wiki for that. Added the free camera option to photo mode. What? Bro, that is major. Move camera center, free camera. Oh my gosh. If you are a screenshot person like I am, dude. Yes, finally. Why was this? Okay, but it has a very short boundary. It looks like it's still relatively centered on the Arisens. See, I'm only going about, I don't know, 10 meters out until I hit that boundary. So it is a short boundary, but at least finally, oh my goodness. Ah, man. Good move, Capcom. Good move. You know, people love to take screenshots in this game, so that is a community forward effort right there. I appreciate that. Oh my gosh. Added the option to toggle the display of patterns left on equipment strengthened by and Wormfire. Am I the only person that thinks they're ugly? I thought I was the only person that thought they were ugly. I'm like, dude, I don't want the shimmering. I just don't like it. It's kind of ew. I was disappointed when I first started upgrading on PS5. I was like, dude, I don't like how this looks. I wish I could just keep the regular look of the equipment because I like the rugged kind of like dark fantasy look. Unless you're a mage, you know, if you're a mage and you're wearing a cloak like I did it on my mage character and it looked awesome. Nah, man, I'm so glad. I'm so glad we can toggle that now. And toggle the display of head armor. Yes! Yes! It might seem like a small thing, but I have this ugly hat. I guess it was early on in the game. I had that ugly ranger hat. I mean, maybe some people like it, but it's that short diamond-shaped cap with the feather in it, and it makes you look like an absolute dweeb, but it had the best stats of all my equipment for a long time, and I wished that I could toggle that off. I really don't like that hat. I really don't like it, but that's okay. Dude, this is like the best. This is the best, and this is just a small update. There's another update coming in August, which I'm pretty stoked about. All right, what else we got here? This is a mod. Added the option to enable or disable unhired pawns to approach you and offer their services. What is that mod called? It's like Stop Bothering Me or something. What is it called? It's called Stop Selling Yourself. I almost installed this because when you're walking around in the overworld, you just get tired of it. You're like, dude, I've got my party. I don't need your services right now. I appreciate the enthusiasm. I know you want to travel with the Arisen, but I don't want you. We don't need your services right now. So yes, oh my gosh, epic. And added the option to enable or disable high fives from pawns after battle. I love the high fives. There's no way I'm disabling that. Added the option to use a Ferrystone from the map by moving the cursor to a Portcrystal. So you mean I don't have to go into my inventory inventory, select the Portcrystal to select the icon on the map that I want to go to. I can just go to the map now? Wait a second. This can't be real. So if I just... Wow. I can just travel there from the map. What year is this? We're living in the future. Am I easy to please or something? Like this is, oh my gosh. The reason is because I played this game to death, I thought. They know what the issues are, and they were listening to the community. I am so happy for the Dragon's Dogma community and myself because I get to play this now with all these quality of life features. Notification will display if your camping kit was destroyed in an ambush. That's never happened to me. I think I've been ambushed once, but granted, I don't really camp all that much. Stat boosts for pawns inflicted with Dragonsplague will now be reflected on the status screen. So you can detect if they have Dragonsplague on the status screen. That's helpful. Art of Metamorphosis is the top of the vendor's product list. Okay, good, because I would scroll down. An hourglass icon will now appear on timed quest notifications. Major. There aren't many timed quests, but there are a few of them. And I remember reading through forums and people being like, oh, I'm afraid that I'm gonna miss this quest. But there were indicators, I thought. I thought there were indicators on those quests. Maybe I'm conflating that with Kingdom Come Deliverance. Adjusted pawn behavior when moving, making it harder to fall from cliffs. That's fantastic. You don't know how many pawns I've had fall off of a cliff into the brine, never to be seen again. And I'm like, I'm sorry. I did not throw your pawn in there. They literally threw themselves. It wasn't me, okay? I hope they don't come back. I hope they don't go back to their Arisen reporting that, oh, I was severely mistreated or whatever they say. Increase the stamina recovered when pawns help you after becoming exhausted. That's nice, because it gave you like a very little bit. You notice they did not reduce the inn fee for the back batal inn, but I'm playing a beast rin this turn, so maybe it's cheaper. Is it cheaper? I've never played a beast rin before this run here. Oh shoot, so let's go up here to this inn and see if he charges us an exorbitant amount to stay the night. All right, so how much does it cost to stay here? Oh, 2,000 gold. So it is cheaper because I'm a beastrin. I mean, that's still a little pricey, but you know, that's way more reasonable. So they reduced the inn prices for everywhere else except for Batal. Ferrystone price in normal mode changed from 10 grand to 5 grand. Cheaper Ferrystones, everybody. The economy is changing. And the sale price changed from 99 gold to 900 gold. Good, because that's just a spit in the face. Lantern price reduced. Reduced fee for all Barbary services. Nice, nice, nice. Added a tutorial explaining the exclamation point symbol that displays on the minimap. That's nice. There were so many questions on Reddit and on forums for that, because it just indicates like, oh, your pawn found something interesting. It might not be important, that you might have seen it before, but you might want to check it out. That's all it means. It's not mandatory or anything. Some people were like, oh, I can't find the quest giver or whatever. It's not a quest giver. I just gotta say, like, Capcom, you have delivered. There's a lot of bug fixes in here. Obviously, I'm not going to go over all of those. That's insane. And look at this. At the end of August, in a couple months, they're going to do more stuff, including save system improvements. I don't know what that means. The wish list item is that we have cross-platform progression. That would be like, I wouldn't even know what to say, because then I would buy it on Switch and I would transfer my PlayStation save to my Switch so that I could continue the cycle in that one. There's a lot of stuff going on here, as well as performance improvements. A lot of people have been complaining about that. I haven't had too many issues with it, particularly because I don't mind using frame generation and stuff like that. I'm not against that. You know, I'm not like a graphical purist or whatever, but it does need some performance improvements. On the PlayStation 5, it should be running at 60 frames a second consistently. You know what I mean? Like, there's not really an excuse for that based on the other RE Engine games. Come on, guys. And they got it on the Switch too. They got the game on the Switch too, which means they learned how to optimize the game to a degree where it runs acceptably well. I hope it would be great if it was 60 frames per second, but let's be real. It's probably not going to be 60. On Switch, it's probably going to be 30, maybe 40, which would be awesome. 40 is like a sweet spot between 40 and 60. 40 almost feels like 60, whereas 30, you can feel that it's not 60 at all. You can feel it's half of 60, but 40 is like, is this 60? It's nice. So anyway, I'm going to continue this playthrough. Like I said, I platinumed the game on PS5, and I enjoyed every second. I enjoyed every second because I thought we were never going to get another Dragon's Dogma game, man. I thought it was a one and done. Well, I guess two and done. I played the original. I played Dragon's Dogma before Dark Arisen came out. Fell in love with the game. Played the absolute crap out of it. Yeah, like the knights in this game. Excuse me, Uka. I'm trying to look at the stars here. The knights in this game and the ambient sounds. You got like the crickets chirping and everything. This game is something special. It's a unique experience that you can't really get anywhere else. It's got like these minimal survival mechanics. Man, and the enemies, the combat. There's nothing like Dragon's Dogma. I just love these games. I recommend everybody play them. Some people I've seen play them, they're like, it's not for me because the story's not good. Yeah, the story's not that great, but actually, no, the story is great. Maybe the implementation is not like S tier, but the actual premise of the story, and especially Dragon's Dogma 2, the ending, come on, guys, like, it's amazing. Anyway, I guess I'll save that stuff for a discussion on Dragon's Dogma, but thank you for joining me. This was an overview of the patch notes for June 10th, 2026. Again, my mind is blown. I can't believe we're actually getting updates for this game. It's been in radio silence for a year. I never thought this would happen. Thank you to the Dragon's Dogma community for not giving up on this game, sending in stuff to Capcom like, please, 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 in all the forums, and when they were asking for responses, what do you want to see with the game? Do you want to see DLC? Stuff like that. Thank you to everybody who responded. I did my part. I hope you did yours, and it happened. I mean, Capcom was like, there is interest. It sold a lot of copies, so I'm glad they invested more time in this game for basically a refresh, a second release, and I hope it explodes like Dark Arisen did. So be kind to one another. Go play a good game. I'm gonna play Dragon's Dogma and delight in the beauty of the world. I'll see you next time.